Good evening, learners. Welcome to today's topic. Today's topic is going to examine some hobbies that negatively affect your academic performance. In our last topic, we were looking at some foods that affect your academic performance. Now, today or tonight, we'll be looking at hobbies. What hobbies will affect your academic performance in a negative way? My name once again is Mr. Paul Chilola, your teacher on this platform. I'm not alone. I work with other teachers who share their content, create and share their content on this forum. Let me urge you to take advantage of this platform to learn for free. Like we always say here at Black Slides, no one should ask you to pay anything in order to access these lessons. The only cost that you can incur is buying internet bundle or internet data, because the lessons are posted on the internet, on YouTube. So the only way to access the YouTube is by using internet data. So welcome. Feel free to take down notes. The channel also allows you to download these videos so that you can watch them offline. That's not a problem. So we are going to look at hobbies that negatively affect your academic performance. What hobbies will affect your academic performance in a negative way? In case you have questions, don't forget to reach us on the number shown here. If you are watching us in Malawi, just send us a text message to 098 1258 577. But if you are watching us outside Malawi, you should add 265 or plus 265, then the number shown here without a zero at the beginning. So it has to be 265-981258577 without a zero. You put just write 2 plus 265. 265 is the country code for Malawi. Okay, so welcome to the topic of the day, which is hobbies that negatively affect your academic performance. Like my own hobby is the one you see in the picture there. When I'm free, that's what I do. That's what I do. That's my hobby. Okay. So let us, without much talking, let's define a hobby. Definition of a hobby. What is a hobby? Define a hobby. So in the context of this topic, this video we are going to define a hobby as an activity. So we are saying a hobby is an activity sorry about that. So it's an activity or something that you pursue, or we call it a pursuit, or something that you pursue or do or follow that you enjoy doing in your free time. Or if you go to work, you do your hobby outside of regular occupation or outside of your regular responsibility. So a hobby is an activity that an individual enjoys doing in your free time. Free time means you are not at school or you are not in class. You have done all your studying. You have attended all the lessons of the day. Now you are free. So you pick up an activity to do, okay, outside your timetable. So that activity that you do outside your timetable, which has nothing to do with school or academic work, is called a hobby. A hobby. So here we are going to look at some hobbies that would affect your academic performance as a student. All right. Some hobbies are good and are suitable for you as a student, but there are other hobbies that negatively affect your study or negatively affect your academic performance. So what are these hobbies? So stay on. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, to like, and also recommend the channel to other people who may not have joined already, who may not have subscribed already, so that they subscribe and receive these free lessons. So a hobby, once again, is an activity or a pursuit that an individual enjoys doing in their free time outside of their regular occupation or responsibilities. So we are looking at you, a student. You have certain activities that you do and you enjoy them. They're outside your school timetable. If you are a boarder, after you've attended all the classes, maybe around 3:30 or 4 o'clock, before you go back to evening prep, there is something that you do and you like it. Depending on the choice of such an activity, it can either affect your performance in a negative way, or if it's a good one which aligns with your academic work, it can build you up as a student. Similarly, if you are a day scholar, let's say you go to school and come back home, you have some activities that you enjoy doing. All right, some of them may negatively affect your academic performance. So what are these activities? We'd like to talk about them now. There are certain activities which are good for nothing. They just consume your time. We call them time-consuming hobbies. When you participate in such hobbies or do such hobbies, they'll eat most of your study time and you will not benefit anything from them. So some of them are these ones which I have listed here. All right. The first one in this order, we have excessive gaming. Playing games too much, especially maybe on your laptop or desktop computer or on your phone or tablet. There are games there that are installed, or you may have installed them yourself. If you play them more than you should, they're going to eat away your time, the time you would have used to study and improve your academic performance. So excessive gaming will consume your time so that you have little time to study. Another one is watching excessive TV. Watching TV, maybe cartoons or movies, or sometimes streaming on YouTube videos, movies for a long time. It is going to rob your time, study time. So watching TV a lot more than you should, destroys your study habits. It destroys your academic performance because you will waste time watching TV or watching videos, TikTok movies, TikTok videos, maybe streaming on Instagram and other internet-based applications. If you overdo this, if you overwatch movies or videos on the internet, you waste a lot of time which you would have used to study. Right? The third one is what we call social media obsession. Social media obsession simply means always, or for the most part of the day, being on the internet, especially on WhatsApp, chatting a lot with friends, even spending the time you would have used to study, right? Or Facebook, always texting, exchanging pictures with friends, sometimes even with people that you don't know. You're obsessed to social media, obsessed to WhatsApp, obsessed to Instagram. This will consume the time that you should have used to study. Or sometimes you spend too much time browsing on the internet, looking for useless things, maybe just checking pictures or browsing scandals and all that, wasting time, the time which would otherwise be beneficial to your study. All right? Or sometimes you're reading novels, reading novels is not bad, but if you overdo it to the extent that you neglect your studies, you just consume time for nothing. Okay? So these plus many others which I have not mentioned are just consuming your time. All right, excessive gaming, it's just a waste of time. Watching excessive movies, TV, streaming videos on the internet, staying on social media for a long time. Will just waste your time, and you have very little time to study. There are some hobbies that are addictive. You become addicted when you do them. To be addictive simply means that you reach a point when you cannot do without them. In so doing, they destroy your academic performance. They disturb your study timetable, study schedules, studying patterns are disturbed. So such addictive hobbies include substance abuse, like drugs, smoking in bungee, chamber, and the like, or indulging in alcohol, drinking alcohol. Becomes addictive with time. You reach a point when trying to stop drinking alcohol will get you sick. We say you are addictive, you are addicted. Some students are addicted in gambling, especially nowadays we talk of betting, aviator, chindege, aviator, and other forms of gambling, juga. If you overdo it, you become addicted. You reach a point when stopping becomes very difficult. In so doing, your study patterns are affected. All right, or sometimes excessive online shopping, especially when you are window shopping on the internet. You waste a lot of time, and you reach a point when you cannot stop. You feel like you just have to do it again and again and again, to the extent that studying becomes difficult. Another one is compulsive video watching. You don't really feel like watching video, but you are compelled. You are compelled to watch videos. You just, all the time. You go on internet every maybe 5 seconds or 5 minutes. You are on the internet, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, and others. Some students are addicted with TikTok to the level that even stopping it is hard for them to do. Okay? Engaging in harmful or risky activities, such as sex, for example. The one who is addicted in having sex as a student will have his or her study patterns disrupted. It becomes difficult to interact with books. So these are addictive hobbies. Alcoholism, alcohol usage or abuse, gambling such as betting, excessively shopping online, or admiring items online which are sold online, or always being compelled to watch something on YouTube or TikTok and all that. These will affect your study patterns because it means you have less time to study and more time to do this. They're dangerous hobbies. They can affect your future. Okay? There are also some hobbies which are physically demanding. They demand a lot of your energy. They drain your energy. For example, you do a lot of sports, extreme sports, without proper rest, without allowing your body to recover its energy. These can affect your academic performance, my friend. Overexertion, which is overdoing physical activities, can affect your study life. If you don't have enough sleep, lack of sleep due to late night activities like maybe being on the internet, on WhatsApp, some can be on Facebook the whole night. They become night riders, nocturnal social platform riders. They say they are chilling the whole night instead of studying. This, my friend, can affect your study life. Ignoring physical health and wellness. You don't, without looking after yourself, can destroy your study and your academic life, or engaging in activities that compromise mental health like drinking, smoking. All these can endanger your study life and your academic life, because all in all these are just wasting your time, the precious time which you would have used to interact or to engage with your books or study materials. There are some hobbies that I describe as socially distracting hobbies. For example, excessive partying, going to parties, clubbing at night like now, you go out clubbing or attending parties, wasting time in the process, the time which is very precious, the time that you would have used to study. Socializing excessively with your friends, always with chilling with friends at this time of the day, chilling with friends outside, chatting, when your books are begging, please come and touch me, come and read me, come and study me. You are busy socializing with friends. It's a bad hobby. Engaging in gossiping about people and all that. Wasting a lot of time in gossiping. The time which you have used to study, to interact with your books, you are wasting it by gossiping about other people. Participating in online forums or chat rooms, like Facebook has that, and also other applications, social media types like Telegram has that, WhatsApp has that, just chatting, nothing academic, you're just playing there, chatting, gossiping and all that, you lose time. The time which you can never recover. The time, precious time that you could have used to study. All these activities that we are talking about, that we are looking at now, have nothing to add to your academic life. So these are dangerous hobbies which you can, desist from or avoid doing. There are some hobbies that are financially burdensome, meaning they make you spend a lot of money. Some of you have spent money which was meant to be used for pocket money, which was supposed to be used for buying school materials, writing materials. You have spent money which was meant for fees. We call them financially burdensome hobbies. For example, excessive spending of money, accumulating debts due to hobby-related expenses. Let's say maybe you borrow money from someone, a friend, just to use it for betting, fly it in the Kindege, aviator. So you have a debt to settle because of that. Some hobbies strain your financial capabilities, neglecting financial responsibilities, or investing too much time in financially unproductive activities, as well as compromising academic focus for financial gains. We call these financially burdensome. They have no contribution to make towards your education. So in order to maintain a healthy balance between your school and hobbies, make sure you set priorities and schedule hobby time. Make sure your hobbies are properly planned. You must have a timetable for your hobbies so that they do not conflict with your studies. This means make sure that you have studied enough for the day, and then you can do other activities just for you to relax. When choosing hobbies, make sure that you choose those hobbies that add value to your academic interest. You have to monitor the time spent on hobbies. Don't spend too much time on a hobby. Ensure hobbies do not compromise sleep or study time. Hobbies should not take away the time you need to rest. Hobbies should not take away the time you need to study. If you have problems to manage hobbies and to balance hobbies and study time, you need to seek support from friends. Seek support from friends to help you, to guide you, especially those friends who have a balanced and a healthy plan. Seek support from family members or mentors. I don't mind guiding you on this one. All you have to do is contact me and other teachers on Black Slides to guide you on how you can manage or balance your study time and your hobbies. There shouldn't be a conflict between hobbies and academic activities. Instead of engaging in harmful hobbies like those which we have looked at, these are hobbies that you can engage in order to improve your academic performance. Reading educational books, okay? Get a good education book that is going to complement to your academic success. Try learning a new language as a hobby. For example, if you have not learned French, at least find someone who can teach you the basics of French, like bonjour, ça va, comment allez-vous, toi quel âge, toi manger, things like those. Basic French learn, or basic Spanish, Portuguese, and all that. By learning a second language or more, you are benefiting yourself. At one point in time in future, that new language is going to help you somewhere. Or learn a new skill, maybe computer knowledge, how to type letters, a letter, how to how to draw something on a computer, new skills. Or engage in creative activities such as art, music, or writing. These are going to add to your academic success. Participating in sports or fitness activities, but don't forget not overdoing it. Don't do it in excess. You have to do it in moderation, making sure that it balances very well. Such sports balance very well with your study. Or you can do some volunteer work, community service, maybe mobilizing your friends to go and clean up maybe a hospital ward, for example. Or maybe you can participate in tree planting with your friends. These activities will make you a better student. Right, so I thought I should share with you this, and by now you know that some hobbies can destroy your academic success. Avoid them, I would say. For the time being, I want to leave you. Have a beautiful night. We'll see you next time in a different topic. My name once again has been Mr. Pochilola. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more lessons, enriching lessons. Bye bye.